Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Guy Dawson Show at WCOVM.com, the World Center of Broadcast Media. My name is Guy Dawson, and I am the managing member of Classy Communications, a full-service media and marketing company. If you would like to bring greater recognition to your business, your organization, or yourself personally, please get in contact with us at 702-845-6129 or visit our website, classycommunications.net. We are broadcasting to you live from the Gene Woods Racing Experience in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, just a stone throw.
Viva Las Vegas.
I get to do it. Ron took the day off. Oh. And you don't even know what you're doing.
Oh, I'm throwing. You're throwing. I'm throwing.
Each one teach one.
Raquel B. Sharper-Now is back in the studio. And how have you been, Raquel?
I have been super fabulous. Been doing some international travel, shopping, having fun, meeting amazing people, doing really great things.
I know I've been seeing you all over the place in social media.
Yes. It's been super fabulous.
Yeah, exciting. And social media brings the world to all of us every day, no matter where we are. We're so close. It's like very communal social media.
It is. You used to have to pick up the phone and be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? You don't. You just kind of like scroll. Then you can sit and watch a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Melissa Gakmakal is in the studio today, and we met under some very interesting circumstances recently. She was a graduate of an academy at the National Speakers Association, which, by the way, I highly recommend. We had Vital was on the show last week.
Wow.
Jermaine, I don't know if you know Vital. He was there for that. He has dreads.
Oh, okay.
He's also a speaker, and we were talking about how impressed we were with the National Speakers Association, and she was a part of the graduating class and had a phenomenal story. I just had to have her on the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It's my pleasure.
And your background is in politics.
Yes, I've been involved in politics since 1992. Ever since I became a citizen, I jumped right in. And because I knew it was the ultimate expression of freedom to be able to vote, to have the freedom to vote. And, as you know, in many, many countries, that's a privilege. And we have it. That's our freedom.
It is. It's crazy because in other countries, like, we don't understand how blessed we are as Americans and the things, especially as a woman, and I'm a woman of color, African American, that, as African American, you couldn't vote, and we were actually initially called like Negroes, and then from Negroes, we were called colored, or after colored, we're black, and now we're African American. It's really confusing. So we are what we are, though, but we weren't allowed to vote, and then as women, we weren't allowed to vote.
That's right.
So it's a huge responsibility. It's about being a part of the community. So politically, when I was in the New Jersey area, I used to be involved in the politics because I wanted to better the community.
It is.
Yes. So it's very important what you're doing.
Every vote is our voice.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can say, yes, I had something in that process.
Yeah, I think people from other countries who come to the United States sometimes have more of an appreciation of that just because, like Raquel was saying, in other countries you don't have the type of freedom that we have to be able to do things like vote. And so I could see where you would have an appreciation for that and really want to get on board and be a part of the political process.
Absolutely. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
And you went to school.
I did.
For political campaigning specifically.
Okay, so I had a business, and then when I closed my business in 2009, as you know, the economy was going downhill, and I said, you know what can I do during the next 4 or 5 years? And I said, I'll go back to college. And that's what I did. I went back and got my degree in political science. I attended women's campaign school at Yale. And I'm working on my master's degree right now in political management, very much focused on campaigns, because that's where my volunteer experience is from, working with campaigns. So that's why I picked this area.
Campaigns, what is it like, and what is the biggest political campaign that you've been involved in so far?
Okay, I've been involved in 2008 in John McCain's campaign. I was very much involved when I was in Los Angeles. And here in Las Vegas, I worked on some congressional and assembly races. And in Indiana, when I was in Indiana, I worked also in a congressional campaign as well.
Huh. I know, Mary Perry that just
Yes.
won her congressional. By the way, all of you, Mary has been stopping by here on a regular basis. As she was in her primary, she won.
Yes.
And so she is going to be going on to the general election, running against a very big political figure here in Las Vegas.
That's right.
Dina Titus. So that was the first time that I have ever actually represented someone who was in politics. And it's all marketing, but it's different. Politics, people have a lot more opinions about things when it comes to politics.
It's important for candidates to know what their voters want. That's very important. They need to listen to find out who's going to vote for them and what they want, so they can represent them best.
Yeah. Who'd you vote for? Well, we're the same age, so we voted. We're 5 days apart, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. We're Gemini twins. Don't
We are
look alike.
Gemini twins. We are
really?
5 days. She's
Sagittarius.
5 days older
Oh
than
my
me.
gosh, when is your birthday?
December 5th.
Wow, my daughter's is December 10th, so I know very well the
Gemini
Sagittarius and my mom.
Sagittarius,
We're like,
they're
yeah.
very goal-oriented
Yes.
and achievement now. So are Geminis.
So are
That's
Geminis.
right.
You know what, though? I did have a question because you were talking
Yes.
about, candidates knowing, like, the points. So there's actually, like, a lot of really hot points now. I mean, points were, like, passionate. Like, I'll turn on the TV, and then somebody's, like, clobbering somebody, and a candidate is rooting all of that on. And it's been, this campaign this year has been, extremely, like, people are very passionate. Like, if you want to have a fight with somebody, just tell them who you're voting for.
I think,
Tell them,
yes.
tell them what party you're representing.
We have, people have very strong opinions about both of our,
Right.
our major political candidates.
Right. And it's, and it's crazy because, so what, when you're representing somebody, if there's a really hot point or passionate, what, do you gear your, client to go after or say?
Actually, it definitely is. It's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question, because this year is a historic year as far as campaigns go and the elections go. This is definitely a very one-of-a-kind year. The candidate really needs to listen. They're not there to argue about anything. They're there to listen. So anybody's arguing, yes, listen. Find out why they're arguing. There's a reason for that.
Yes. I mean, if you want something from somebody, just tap into their emotion and you get them riled up. They'll buy in.
Yeah.
They'll go in that little thingy and they'll go click and they'll vote.
And we have this mass media, which I am a huge supporter of, obviously, that kind of projects things on a level at this point in our history that even with this whole social media, I mean, it was one thing when we had TV and radio, and there was a lot of things that were out there from those channels, but now we have this whole social media aspect that's taken politics to a whole nother level.
Exactly. And President Obama was the first one that utilized that.
Yeah, he tweeted. He
brought
used to
it-
love to tweet. I remember when he ran the first time.
He did
Yes.
a lot of things different.
Yes, he did. He
Yes.
was very active in social media. I think that helped him immensely, especially with younger people.
Yeah, it really brought it into a different level now.
Yes.
That's how it is utilized. And it is important.
It's
Because
very important.
a lot of people are busy. A lot of people are really looking at their Facebook or Twitters, the social media stuff on their phones.
The first thing they check.
Exactly.
They might be closer to their phone when they wake up in the morning.
That is right.
Other than their significant other. They'll be like, oh, baby.
That's scary,
Oh,
huh?
Right,
I
yeah.
gotta
People
check
look
my
at their
phone.
phones first thing.
Oh, yeah.
First
That's what
thing.
they do. They're checking their
That's
phones
scary.
before they're checking to see if they're significant. They
Yeah.
know where their phones are.
Yeah. So it's important.
We're going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, I'd like for you to talk about how you turned your passion for politics into an actual business.
Okay.
Live your passion. That's what we always talk about on the Guy Dawson Show. We're going to take a short commercial break to honor our sponsors and be back in a few minutes.